तू चलता चल तू चलता चल तू चलता चल.
So, first thing I want to tell is something very important. You know, at one point of time when this SSB process started, nobody knew anything as to what is going to happen in the SSB. There were no coaching academies because coaching academies and all that came up at least 5-10 years after the SSB process had started. And the personnel who attended the SSB, they got selected or rejected based on their capabilities. And none of them knew as to what is going to happen in the SSB, except that, after say maybe couple of years from past experience, some of them were repeaters, and past experience, some shared notes and all that, people got some idea. So, the persons who got selected, they were selected because they were measuring up to the required criteria for selection to be trained to become officers in the defense forces. Now the selection criteria have remained unchanged till date. There has been no change in them at all. And the selection system has been quite universally acknowledged as a reliable system. It has stood the test of time. We even thought of bringing about the de novo system, which was a slight change in the existing selection system, but that plan got shelved because we went for the time-tested method, which started somewhere in the 50s and all that, and it is continuing till date. So, if the selection criteria is okay and the persons getting selected are primarily based on what their capabilities are and not how well acquainted they are with the SSB process. So, the idea of the coaching academies is flawed because coaching academies are primarily acquainting you with the SSB process, and that knowledge which you gain through the coaching academies is of hardly any consequence as far as your selection chances at the SSB are concerned. Because if the coaching academies were increasing your chances of getting selected by the SSBs in a 15-day coaching capsule, then the selection system is not working okay. Now, since the selection system is working okay, this coaching academies concept has a serious flaw and it's not going to work. So, this is one important thing I wanted to tell you, that you should focus on your self-improvement rather than trying to gain knowledge about the SSB process, practicing psychology tests, tying knots, preparing questions, CIQ1, CIQ2 and all that, because these things are not going to make any major impact in your chances of selection. Anybody has got any questions on whatever I have stated so far? Any question, Yogita, you have?
No, sir.
Fine. Then one another important thing I want to tell you from my real life experience of training, which would have a lot of relevance for young defense aspirants of anybody trying for anything in life. I joined my battalion somewhere in 1983 January. And the initial major task assigned to me was to train our boxing team. In those days, we used to have 12 weight categories. And since we did not have reserves in all the weight categories, the number of boxing teams was, I think, somewhere around 18 to 20. So this was the number we had. And in those days, the personnel joining, some of them had not even passed their 8th class. and metric entry became fine. So now what happened when I was training my boxers? One boy, he came to me, he said, साहब हमारे को तो बॉक्सिंग के बाद टाइम मिलता नहीं है, तो ट्रेनिंग में बहुत एफर्ट लगता है, बहुत मेहनत है इसमें, और मेरा ये 8th इक्विवेलेंट वाला एग्ज़ाम है, तो लेफ्टिनेंट ही हैं ब्रिगेड हेडक्वार्टर्स में, एजुकेशन ऑफिसर, उनसे आप थोड़ा बातचीत करिए और सेटिंग करा के मेरा काम करवा दीजिए। तो आई सेड, तुम मेरे पास ये ले आओ सिलेबस वगैरह, क्या है तेरी चीज़ें, लेट मी हैव अ लुक। तो मैंने देखा वगैरह, मैंने कहा यार ऐसा नहीं है, टाइम तो मिल जाता है, यू कैन प्रिपेयर, what you do, you come to me, I will guide you to improve and pass this exam, and that will help you in the long run, तेरी knowledge वगैरह भी बढ़ जाएगी। So this boy did not come to me for any guidance, but the message went to the entire team that you are not going to get help in these shortcut methods from me. And I forgot about this issue, but this message remained with the team. And when I looked back after my long service, I found that out of these 18 to 20 boys, 4 of them became Subedar majors. Because a lesson they had learned very early in life, that they should enhance their competence to get promoted. Fine.